Watch this. On one side, ChatGPT gives you everything: comprehensive, thorough, well-structured. On the other, it's shorter, more focused. But this one actually tells me what to do next. Most people stop at the first one and think, yeah, this covers it. Then they try to use it and they're stuck deciding between 10 options. No clarity, no priority, just information overload. That's not a bug, that's a pattern. And once you see why it happens, you stop wasting time on comprehensive answers that leave you paralyzed and start getting outputs that actually move you forward. Most people assume the problem is that ChatGPT is inaccurate, that it's hallucinating or just bad at certain topics. But that's not what's actually happening. ChatGPT is exceptionally good at one specific thing: producing language that sounds coherent, clear, confident, well-structured. But sounding coherent isn't the same as being useful. Usefulness requires something ChatGPT can't assume: your priorities, your constraints, the thing you're actually stuck on. When you ask it something vague, it can't know what matters to you, so it fills the gap with something safe. Generic, broadly agreeable, hard to argue with. Which is why it sounds impressive but never quite moves you forward. But here's what changes everything. When you tell ChatGPT your actual constraint, it stops guessing. It reflects back what you already know but haven't fully said yet. Here's what this looks like in real time. A content creator sits down and asks ChatGPT something broad. Look at what they asked. How should I grow my YouTube channel? There's no constraint in that question, no specificity. ChatGPT doesn't know what matters to them, so it gives them everything. Thumbnails, titles, hooks, consistency, short strategy, metrics to track, long-term mindset. It's comprehensive, it's thorough, it covers the bases. But when you're looking at 10 different things to think about, you're left wondering, which one should I actually focus on this week? Now watch what happens when they go back and get specific. They tell ChatGPT exactly what they're working with. One video a week, and a specific problem like retention drops at 60 seconds. And crucially, they ask for one thing to focus on, not everything. The difference is pretty massive. The second output is shorter, more targeted. It cuts through the noise because they've already told ChatGPT what matters. And notice what happened to the prompt. Retention drops after 60 seconds is a fact about their situation. What's the single biggest thing I should test is a constraint on the answer. ChatGPT isn't smarter now. Your thinking is sharper. That specificity, telling ChatGPT your constraint, your bottleneck, the actual thing you're unsure about, that's what makes the difference. Here's another one. A freelancer is juggling multiple clients and wants to be more efficient. They ask ChatGPT for help. Notice what they asked. How should I manage multiple client projects more efficiently? Again, no constraint. ChatGPT doesn't know if their problem is time management, communication, prioritization, or workflow. So the response covers all of it. Time blocking, prioritization frameworks, client communication, documentation systems. It's thorough and it sounds like a complete strategy. But a strategy isn't the same as a decision. You're looking at 5 different angles and still not sure which one solves your problem. Now they go back and tell ChatGPT what's actually happening. They describe their situation. 3 clients, 2 async, 1 that demands daily attention. They name the constraint. That one daily client is killing their deep work. And they ask a specific question: how do I set boundaries without losing them? Watch what shifts. The response is focused now. It's not trying to solve client management, it's trying to solve their problem. Notice what changed in the prompt itself. That daily client is killing my deep work blocks is a diagnosis. How do I set boundaries without losing them has a trade-off built into it. That's not a better prompt formula. That's clarity about what matters. When you tell ChatGPT your constraint and your trade-off, it stops giving you 5 angles. It gives you exactly what you need. You see what's happening. In both cases, the second output isn't better because ChatGPT got smarter. It's better because you got clearer. The difference isn't in the tool. The difference is what you brought to the tool. And here's what matters. Clarity can't come from a prompt template or a formula. It comes from doing the actual thinking first. From knowing what you're optimizing for, from naming your constraints, from being honest about what you're actually unsure about. So the shift isn't use better prompts. The shift is stop treating ChatGPT like an expert. Start treating it like a mirror. An expert decides for you. A mirror reflects back what you already know but haven't fully articulated. When you use it like a mirror, you're not asking ChatGPT to think for you. You're asking it to help you see your own thinking more clearly, and that changes everything. You stop being impressed by how comprehensive ChatGPT sounds, and you start judging it by whether it actually cuts through the noise. You waste less time drowning in 10 options with no clarity. So to wrap this up, ChatGPT isn't broken, but if you treat it like an expert, it will keep letting you down. Use it like a mirror instead, and it becomes quietly powerful. Thanks for watching. If this helps you see the pattern, hit like. It helps this video reach people stuck in the same loop. And if you want more of this, subscribe. But honestly, YouTube will probably show you the next one anyway. I'll see you in the next one. Keep working smarter.